And we have lovely Ashley. This is our secretary of the church, and she books all the mediums and does a brilliant job. And is an excellent.
Bless you.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
As I've been asked to link with you, I'm getting the impression that there were contrasts to different sides of the family, and I feel one side of the family was more town and one was more villagey or rural. There was a difference. She's saying I'm rural, Nana,
Okay.
if that helps to place.
Yeah.
I feel very relaxed and calm with this lady, but she did have breathing issues towards the end of her life because I get a really tight chest as I live with her. But certainly having that more rural life made it easier than if she'd have been in the town with all the hum and buzz. She's asking you to give yourself credit. She loved being where she lived because she saw the seasons change. And she's saying life is about change and transformation, and you have gone through some changes recently that you need to give yourself credit for. Okay? You allowed them to happen rather than force them, rather than try and press them on. You've just allowed them to take their course, and she's saying that's the way it should be. I'm feeling that there is a shamanic link with you, please, because I'm asked to put eagle wings round you rather than angel wings. It's as if your awareness is going to go higher to a better perspective, to see a bigger picture on a situation you're currently dealing with. But take her love, and I'm being asked to mention April and tulips to you, please. Bless you, bless you. Hi there. Just knew I was coming to you, but I had to wait till I was down here to start getting the information. I'm getting that song, Lavender's Blue Dilly Dilly, Lavender's Green. So I don't know whether you've got a memory link of lavender being in a garden, or whether that is something that's relevant now. But certainly the colour is quite relevant, because purple is to do with change, but I feel it's more subtle change of your own choosing rather than dramatic change that's in the pipelines. It's not something that's going to be thrown at you, it's something that you will either initiate or think of. Okay? So it's not something you're suddenly going to be phased with. But also, the smell of lavender is a very calming, relaxing scent. And I do feel that that's quite useful at the minute to help calm your thoughts, because I'm being asked to say that they're going 10 to the dozen at the minute, and it's very hard to unwind and calm your mind down before going to sleep, even without the hot weather. Now, the person that's giving this information is a gentleman. I don't feel he was a very tall gentleman, only a little bit taller than myself, so about 5'7", 5'8". I feel quite slim built with this gentleman, and he would have had dark hair as a younger man, although he went quite grey or sort of white silver towards the end of his life. I do feel that with this gentleman, he would have led a very busy, active life, and he would have been the type of gentleman that people respected his opinions and would have asked him his opinion if something was happening in their life, just as to see where the land lied with him. Because he was someone that could give his opinion in a very unbiased way. He would throw it back. Well, this is what I'm hearing you're saying. How do you feel about that? Because he always tried to get people to remember they had to be happy with the decisions they were making. It wasn't about pleasing other people. And this is what he's urging you to remember. Any choices or changes that you are thinking of making in your life, minor or major, you're the one that has to be happy with them. Okay? If they suit other people at a secondary level or further down the line, he's saying that's a bonus, but it shouldn't be at the forefront of your mind. It should be what suits your life and how you want to go forward. Because there are things that you want to do in your life, things you want to keep, but things you want to alter, to simplify, to make things easier and straightforward. He says, there was a phase in your working life where things were very difficult or complicated and unnecessarily so. So you just want the next phase of your life to be straightforward, so that you're not having to second guess things. You can just get on and be and enjoy them. And that's also where the lavender comes in, just to soak things up and be in the moment. He is making me aware that you like going to visit gardens. I don't know whether that's just other people's houses and enjoying the fragrance and the colour, or whether it's formal gardens. But he's just saying you like to see and sense the spread that's nature's bounty. I am getting a picking up of energy for you in the second half of the year. So if you haven't felt that you had the momentum you wanted in the first half, don't worry. He says as long as you feel you're in the driving seat. I'm being asked to give you the initial T, please. Now that could be for a first name, a surname, or part of an address like a town. And I'm also being asked to mention the number 60. So that could be someone's age when they passed, or it could be someone's birthday coming up or anniversary that's significant. But he is giving you a candle, he says, because you deserve to celebrate what you have come through. We're not very good at giving ourselves a pat on the back, but he says now's the time. Bless you. It's well earned. Bless you. As I'm being asked to link with you, I've got a gentleman that loved being part of a gathering. He loved just being with the people that mattered to him. And he was quite happy to have a drink in his hand, chatting or singing or dancing. Didn't matter what the gathering was, but he liked being part of it. And he's saying to you, he wants you to keep feeling connected with people, that you have a reason to smile and you have a reason to celebrate. Okay? I'm getting memories of trips abroad, and I feel a Spanish influence. So I don't know whether it was mainland Spain or one of the islands, but I feel I want to be singing La Bamba and just having a really good time. I wouldn't have been surprised if that man got up and did karaoke once in a while, when he got very, just into the mood. He was sort of drunk on the feeling and the ambience. Okay? He didn't need a lot of alcohol to enjoy himself. He liked to tipple, but not a huge amount, but he just loved being part of things. He wants to be remembered for being someone that cared and that tried to make the effort to show other people he cared. He might have done it in his own unique way, but he made the effort. And he doesn't want to be remembered for the last few bits of time. Because he says he couldn't do anything about that, and I don't get the sense from him that the medical professionals could have done much about it at the end. It was a matter of time, he's saying. So that's why he doesn't want to dwell on it. He wants you to really feel like you're taking charge of the next phase in your life. Don't be pressured to making a decision to suit other people. It's making a decision that suits you. Okay. He is talking about moving money around. Now, he's not saying about the size of the amounts, but he's saying it's about making things easier, so that you have that drip feed to make things easier. Okay. I'm also getting a lap cat coming in. Okay. Some cats are incredibly independent, but this one loved to be curled up, either beside someone or literally on their lap. And I wouldn't have been surprised to feel sometimes the cat nuzzling into the neck on occasions. But the cat picked and chose who had that honour. And he's laughing. He says, you knew you were honoured when you got the nuzzle, either against the neck, against the leg, or into the neck there. He's giving the image of a tiger for you, please. Now, tiger is about assertiveness. A lot of the time, they're where we can't see them. They're getting on with their lives. They don't like being annoyed. They don't like being they don't like their habitat being interfered with or their business being interfered with. They like going about their business undisturbed, uninterrupted. But if you mess with their loved ones, you'll know about it. And what he's saying for you is, if someone is badgering you or annoying you, don't be afraid to ask them to stand back or say, do you realise that that's a bit too much? Your boundaries should be the ones that you set, not the ones that other people set. He's giving me a memory link of springtime because I'm suddenly seeing lots of beautiful daffodils. Okay, I don't know whether that's a special connected time between the two of you, but it's like he wants to give you armfuls of them. Not just plant them or take you where they are, but just bring you armfuls, just strewn everywhere. He's laughing about a memory link with Terry's chocolate orange. He's not going to say anything more than that, so sorry everyone else. It's for Jennifer to know what the joke is. But he's just saying, mention the Terry's chocolate orange. And with that memory of laughter, with that memory of joy, he's just blowing you the biggest kiss and saying, I'm still here, darling. I'll bless you. Thank you.